you all in Crete, in Heraklion, at the Commercial and Industrial Chamber of Heraklion. As you can see, we have weather especially designed for you with the right mix of humidity and temperature and everything. People tell me that it's going to be the same weather all October long. So it seems that the climate is already changing around here. But we have important business to do here at the meeting. My name is Christos Nikolaou. I'm professor at the Computer Science Department of the University of Crete. I serve here as the chair of the meeting. I'm also the coordinator for the University of Crete participation of the project. Homer. Unfortunately, however, because of prior commitments many months before the arrangement of this workshop, I will not be with you tomorrow or the other days of the workshop. I have another professional obligation, but I will be here today. So I understand that today the meeting is about Work Package 3. The tasks of Work Package 3, there are going to be presentations for each one of them. If I look at the program, there are going to be roundtable discussions after each presentation and then a roundtable discussion at the end. The hope and the expectation is that methodologies for each one of the tasks are going to be presented, that these methodologies will be agreed upon, and that therefore, after that, we can move with, if you want, a level field, where everybody agrees on the methodology and then goes ahead and does the work. So without further ado, I would like to give the floor to Kostas, who is the representative from the decentralized region of Crete.
Administration of Crete.
Administration.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you, Chairman. First of all, I would like to welcome you to Crete, each one of you separately, for taking the time and coming to join us in this very important starting, let's say, workshop for the capitalization of Homer. As everyone knows, capitalization is one of the core tasks of each project that the Commission and the GTS in particular is giving an emphasis to, and all of us will do our best to have fruitful results. Before proceeding, I would like very much to thank my friend and collaborator many years now, John Fragiadakis, for all his effort in supporting, in implementing projects. Special thanks to Elsa Pilone, our leader here from CSI Piemonte, for leading this very important project to all of us. Of course, our Greek collaborators, GFOs, and each one of you. Before proceeding, I would like to present my collaborator here, Dr. Kostas Nedas. With Kostas, we have been collaborating in other projects, open data, also in trying to enforce, inspire here in Greece. And on behalf of the decentralized administration of Crete, I'm the president of the committee responsible to open geodata to the Greek, according to the Greek legislation vis-à-vis the Inspire legislation of Europe. So Kostas will facilitate later on behalf of the decentralized administration of Crete the specifics of the present workshop. Another decentralized administration of Crete collaborator who is not present today, but hopefully she will be here tomorrow with us, is Dr. Kalia Pediaditi. We had also collaboration along the lines that I described for Costas. Similarly, with Kalia, we have collaboration in the past, and now in this project, Kalia and Costas will be our facilitators on behalf of the decentralized administration of Crete to promote this project. And before outlining very briefly, along with my short presentation, I would like to stress and emphasize that on a political level, our Secretary General of the Decentralized Administration of Crete, and in the past and now the new one, are strongly supporting this open data idea, and we have officially determined so far, and every day we add data on our list. On the island of Crete, we have more than 600 public data sets that we are willing and we are obliged to, according to the legislation, and we take the opportunity in the framework of Homer to open this data. Also, we have discussed in the past, and with my collaborator Yannis Fragiadakis and Professor Nicolaou and Professor Plexousakis, that they are building here in the University of Crete a very modern, let's say, infrastructure regarding data centers. So we are in general agreement with the University of Crete to utilize this infrastructure in order to enhance the opening of our PSI data. Okay, we will have, of course, the chance to talk more about it. I don't want to take more time.
What about going to see the data? Will be a presentation of the data sets?
Not today. I simply presented the political will that we will open this data, and as Homer project says, will be basically on tourism-culture, environment, agriculture. Of course, it's rather impossible, let's say, to have all the 600 sets, in the frame of Homer project, but we will start, and I'm just presenting here our readiness to open the data. The owner is public administration and the local authorities, mainly, and other institutions, like development institutions that are in the semi-public, let's say, authority. Like semi-public means 51% the shares belong to the public. Okay, anyway.
Well, I'm sure that as the project goes on, you'll give us characterization of these data sets.
Yes, we will.
Okay. So, done with this?
Okay, almost done. I just want to say that today's meeting is very, very important, and we call it WP3 Steering Committee meeting, in quotes. And please, Elsa, excuse me, we don't want to take, to substitute the steering committee of the Homer project. We call it steering committee. Is a committee of all the partners and task leaders within the work package 3 that we will try to coordinate among us, and using the experience of our experts, university, other partners, GFOSS, to put the guidelines and act as a team, and push the project regarding the work package 3 towards the correct direction, and try to save energy and time. So today's meeting is, according to our opinion, the most important meeting of all the workshop, and we'll try to solve all questions we might have. So tomorrow and the day after, we should appear in one line, all of us should appear in one line. So anything that we have any open issues, try to resolve them today. The objectives... Δεν πειράζει. Δεν χρειάζεται νομίζω να πάμε άλλο χρόνο. Ναι. Αυτό ναι. Okay. So, create the long-term strategies that will integrate the finding. This is the Gantt chart of where we stand right now. The red line is today. Our colleagues from Cyprus have started the socio-economic study. They will present about it. And the focus groups have been set. And this is a comparison along with the work package 5 timetable, because lots of input from work package 5 will be used for us, especially for the action plans that along the way. I said about the project already, the progress. We have established our steering committee, WP3, the creation of concept notes, the development of methodologies for all actions, creation of review forms for amending the proposed methodologies, and the online questionnaire that our colleagues from Cyprus will discuss. The purpose, I said, is to try to be in line, all of us, and be ready for the next 2 days, tomorrow and the day after. Agenda, as Professor Nicolaou already said about this. The days 2 and 3 will have the partners' meetings, welcome and vision presentations, presentation of all task concept notes and methodologies, all the partners involved, to improve the interaction and maximize feedback from partners, and roundtables of day will be replaced by parallel running facilitated sessions. We have been divided up roughly 50% of us in one workshop and the other 50 from the other. There is already a list that shows where each one of us will go. And on the final day, we will have the financial meeting and the end of the workshop. Thank you very much. Professor Nicolaou.
Thank you, Kostas. Now, unfortunately, one of my not very pleasant tasks is to keep time here, and we're already 15 minutes late or so. So the next who is going to talk is, however, the project coordinator, and you can have whatever time you want, but no more than 10 minutes.
Good afternoon, everybody. I see a lot of people that I don't know, so I guess GFOS people know, yes, because from your computer, laptop, Ubuntu, and I guess this. They are? This is not mine. Yes. So I just want to introduce why we decide to have a capitalization strategy. This is a very strange term. Indeed, capitalization is not an English word. Indeed, it's a French word, but at European Commission level is a very trendy word in this moment. So they decided that this word is also a European Commission word, and why we decided to have a work package. So the rationale behind the decision to have this work package in Homer project. First of all, because at JTS level, so the managing authority managing this MED fund, was very important to have a capitalization approach, because the program is ending, the MED program is a 2007-2013 program, so is handing, and they have to demonstrate to have impacts, okay? That results of the project can have impacts and can demonstrate results. So, first of all, according to the terms of reference, I'll be honest, they wanted to have it. But then, of course, we decided that capitalization has some concrete objective and is very consistent with the work of harmonizing open data in the public governments involved in the project. So the aim is to ensure to have an approach to implement some actions that can provide effective sustainability and long-term impact. This is something very common in all European projects, it's true. But of course, in the Homer project, we have a very ambitious goal, which is to open data sets of public governments in several countries in the Mediterranean area. And in this period, the open data policy is not so well known, so governments are not so aware. At the same time, the request of transparency from citizens is something very important because of economic crisis, because of we are living, I think, a very critical moment in the democracy of the Mediterranean, not only at European level. And so to really ensure that this open data approach can be sustainable, I think it's really difficult, no? We have to decide to implement some very effective actions. So we decided to have two main approaches. One is to link the projects and activities with external actions, with the consistent external actions that are running. And then, of course, to work within the consortium, so within the governments. What does it mean? Linking the activities with the external environment means to, first of all, to identify which are the running projects that are funded at European level, at national level, at local level, at other level, that are dealing with open data policy. And here we mean that are dealing with open data policy at technological level, at policy level, at legal level. So this is something. We know that there are several projects in United States, in New Zealand, in Great Britain, at European level, funded from the FP7 program, so research projects, or innovation projects funded from the Competitiveness and Innovation Program, Policy Support Program ICT. But then there are other actions funded by other funding programs such as Alcotra or MED or others. So one of the tasks is really to identify all these projects and actions. We can identify at EU level, but also you are kindly invited to identify what is happening in your country. So we know that in Greece there is a very lively movement on NGFOS, I think can testify it. So this is something that we should do. But then, of course, there are projects that are ended and they can have created results. So it's also important to link with these other results. Of course, this is not only because we have to transfer our knowledge, our ambition to open data, which is a very challenging topic, of course, but because we can learn from other experiences. So at research projects level, we think that there are something that we can benefit from. So I think that we have to identify which are the most important actions already funded, handed, that we can, so that we can link to these results. Of course, it is very important for us to disseminate our actions. The project is started 4 months ago, so is a very recent project. But it's very important for us to try to disseminate our ambition, because I would like really to highlight that we have an ambition to open data sets in different governments, so facing the multilingual topic and so on. So we have to make the others aware about our ambition. Why? Because also at European level, at European Commission level, there is an important initiative of the European Commission that is trying to launch the European Commission Open Data Portal. So I think that for us is a must to link with this initiative, because otherwise we risk that we do something from legal or technological point of view that can be inconsistent with what the European Commission is defining in this moment, so it's very important. But of course, Homer has been defined bridging with the past, because when we defined the proposal, in the proposal submission phase, there were a stock of experiences. So, first of all, the European Directive of Public Sector Information was in the phase of being revised. So, and Homer was written in this phase. And we are linking with the group, with the legal group that is that supported the European Commission in revising the directive. So this was one of the starting points. Then, in Italy, for example, there are piloting experiences at national level where there was an experience between Piedmont region and Emilia region, so 2 regions in Italy that started to share the legal framework of reuse of open data and information system software. So this was a very interesting and starting moment. Then there was an agreement between the Euro region, Piedmont, and Paca region that are 2 partners in Homer. Then we had the Open Data Garage event in Marseille of 2011, which was a very important moment for Homer. Then we have all the experiences of the Europeana project. I don't know if you are aware about the Europeana project, but it's a very ambitious portal dealing with the cultural and scientific heritage data at European level. And at European Commission level, they've started to launch context to reuse this data. And I think it's very interesting to see these piloting experiences, the awards that were launched by the European Commission. And then, of course, here in this room, we already share some experiences related to the fact of creating action plans between regions, because here we don't deal only with open data technological aspects, but open data is related to cultural approach of public administration. This is very important. So it is important that public administration in Europe are aware about the cultural and political barriers of open data. So it's very important also to know that there are sharing models of action plans or implementing policies. So this is the past of Homer. And of course, from now on, we have to implement synergies with the European Commission, as said before, because of the European Commission portal, Open Data Portal. So this is a must. And then, as far as dissemination is concerned, we will create a big event in Brussels next year, in October 2013, possibly during the Open Days event that is trying to spread innovative actions for the regions in Europe. So I think that this can be a very interesting topic. And then, our Cyprus partner will say something more in these days, we have to carry an analysis on business opportunities and models of PSI, of sustainability or cost models, which is also another topic very important, but more restricted to our governments in the Mediterranean. Okay? Of course, as far as internal strategies are concerned, we need commitment, and this is why Kostas said it, and I think it's very important, because without political commitment we can't do open data. This is, I think, the first part we have to deal with. So this is why we want to we want our public authorities to develop and commit themselves through action plans. Action plans are just an instrument, but in this moment, in this way, maybe a government can sign an action plan, so can commit himself in open data. And then we would like to have a memorandum of understanding between regions, because another ambition of Homer is to federate data at transnational level, which is something, I mean, crazy, but we will try to do it. And then, of course, social economic analysis in this context can be an instrument to demonstrate our politicians that open data can be sustainable, can have an economic model. Okay? Just to end, JTS approach is, of course, consistent in the capitalization strategy, and this was something that was really appreciated during the evaluation phase of Homer. So this was one of the winning strategies for getting the funds. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I hope that provides a good introduction on what is going to follow afterwards. So now we're going to have the first presentation, which is the socioeconomic analysis methodology. Status methodology and next steps and so on. And it's going to be given by
Suraj.
I think it's
I think you should come here to control the PowerPoint.
you have about 15 minutes.
15 only? Okay.
Yeah.
The presentation is going to be short, don't worry. Συγγνώμη, Hello everyone, can you hear me? Yes, excellent. Τώρα είναι ανοιχτό. Okay. My name is Christina Themistokleous, and together with my colleague Eliza Lukaidou, we will present the task 3.1, socioeconomic analysis. On behalf of the task lead, board of Ilmas Olamathous. Now, the structure of our presentation is as follows. Initially,